Hello and welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this video. We are making postcards across the miles, which we have not been doing for a while. I've kind of gave that a rest while I was dreaming up new ideas. And my new idea, aren't these yummy? This is called Notan, which is like this. And I know my daughter who speaks Japanese would pronounce this differently, but we do the best we can. So, well, let me tell you the trick of Notan. It's actually the study of lights and darks. So on this card, we've got black to be the dark and red to be the light, which actually isn't all that light, but it turns out really yummy anyway. Here is an example of a red and black Notan postcard. Da, 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 da. And actually, you could do it either way. But what I've been doing is, actually you can probably see it on this one better. I have a 2-inch by 6-inch black on a 4-inch by 6-inch red. And there we go. So for example, I cut out this little curlicue and I save the curlicue, flip it over, and now it gets to be a curlicue on this side. And I cut out half a mandorla here, flipped it over, and there it is there. I cut out sort of a stalk, flipped it over, and put it here, and these sort of leafy shapes, flipped it over, and put it on this side. Totally cool, yes? So other artists have done this before. I'm totally not the first. And a lot of people do really super exquisite work. We're making postcards though, so the pressure's off. We can make things that are fairly simple and get lots of pats on the back for making great art. So let's look through. There's our red and black. Here is a green and black, and I love this little viney shape. Hearts turn out, of course, magnificently, as do all these curly curls. Now here's one that's kind of interesting because the dark, of course, is very dark and the light is pretty gosh darn light. But also I tried a piece with straight cuts, no curlicues. I mean, there's sort of a ram's horn, but it's all done in straight cuts. So it's just kind of interesting how curves work and how the straight lines work. I mean, I like them both. Maybe I like that one better that way. So here we've got a lot of straight cuts on the top and some sort of teardrop leaves going on the bottom. And this, we've got black on a fairly dark blue. So our eyes aren't kind of given the very light, the big contrast between light and dark. Here is a big contrast between light and dark. We've got this kind of bud thing going on, you know, with the inner leaf and yeah. And here are some more vines with a heart. I think this one is super successful. So we've got straight-ish with the leaves and the rounds. And here we've got this kind of shield leaf a really beautiful mandorla half and half. And also, so I experimented. I've been doing most of the cuts, from this side. But on this card, I also cut out a shape from this side as well as this side. So that's an interesting thing to consider. Here's another one with very rounded shapes here and a little bit straighter. I think this one's really effective too. I like it a lot. And this one, I tried a star, as I've been doing hearts, and I thought this is going to get boring fast. And this is almost like a crown. Or a Toran, Toran. It's a word that comes from India, and people make these beautiful embroidered, like what, 6, 12, 18-inch banners that go along the top of their walls, like a Greek frieze. And then they have these little tongues of color and embroidery. Oh, they're so yummy. I love them. So maybe that's a Toran over the star with some rays coming out and ram's horns. And I think the symbolism in the Adinkra, which I talked about a bunch of videos back when I made the red round paper cut, I talked about Adinkra. It comes from Ghana, by the way, which I think I said in the description box. And one of their symbols is ram's horn, and I'm fairly certain that it's about might and strength and power, the ram as the head of his sheep family, or mountain goat family. Yeah, it's about being the leader and having a lot of physical power as well as sort of emotional or spiritual power. So here are a bunch of examples where I used black against various colors. Might be interesting to do some black and white. I'll get kind of an effect that's a little bit more like that, the screaming difference. But I also think it's really fun to try on some darker colors. But I had this idea that it would be fun, instead of taking a card and putting black on, to put color on. And then about 2 seconds before I made this video, I thought about this technique of cutting from, instead of putting the black over here on the side, to bring the panel to the middle and make cuts off of both sides. I could also cut this short. Actually, let's do that. Put it in the middle. And then I can make cuts in on all 4 sides. You ready? Now I have found the trick to sort of keeping everything in their place is, as I cut things out, to put them where they're going to end up. Now, the thing that I need to be careful with here is to not cut something too far over so that it ends up going off the postcard, because that'll be hard to send. Let's make kind of a crown Notan image. That's the center. This will go. Wow, that's really crunchy. So I'm not going to have much room to go up on this side. Ooh, how about this idea? I was just going to do a mandorla, and then I thought, what if it was more like a leaf? So remember, we have to flip it over. Ta-da, like that. What shall we do? Oh, let's do another heart, just for fun. But it has to be skinny, because we can't go off the card. Alright, so this goes like this. That'll go there. Sideways mountains. I don't really know what that symbolizes. We're just playing. This is an experiment. It does not have to be perfect. All right. So now I just have to make sure I have enough room to glue everything on. Okay. I am finding that I like putting the big piece on, gluing it on first. Sorry, I'm gluing with great interest, and I'm forgetting to talk. So this is just Elmer's glue in this bottle. And I think wet glue is great for sending something through the mail. I actually might choose, there's so many little intricate edges and corners. I might choose to paint some Mod Podge over the top of this before I send them in the mail. This is so exciting. Okay, so in all honesty, I'm probably going to have to practice this method a lot. This looks a little on the jumbled side to me. You know, just from a design point of view. You know, these are really easy reads. I think it's just simpler if there's one line down the middle. And so to figure this out so that I'm really telling a nice visual story, I might have to practice this for a while. But hey, I have lots of colored paper and lots of glue and lots of time. So, hey, just the right time to set myself a little challenge. So the way I glue these on and know they will fit is I match up this straight edge right here with this straight edge and match those little points. And then that gives me a pretty, even design. It occurs to me that these will make great greeting cards. You could make little tiny ones with like just a heart in the middle or something like that, and make a little gift tag. That would be so pretty. What else could you do? Oh, you know what? If you were also making a little tiny one, someday we'll all be able to travel extensively across the world again, and we might put luggage tags on our suitcases, so you could have one side be this cute little Notan, colorful, super colorful design, and the other side you could have your name and address. What else could we do? We could decorate little gift boxes, like this or like this. I've been experimenting making boxes. But wouldn't that be really pretty to cut a little Notan to be on the top of that box? I think it would. What else could we do? Oh, you know what? You could do a little round one, a half and half round one, and you could cover it with, yes, sure, you could cover it with Mod Podge or clear gel medium, the glossy one, or you could also use a thing like glossy accents to cover it, and it would, glossy accents kind of dries with a little depth to it. It makes it look like a really fancy little pin. It would be adorable. So you could make a hat pin, you could make a lapel pin, you could make a necklace, you could make a ring. I guess as long as you didn't wash your hands with it. Yeah, you could make little danglies for your windows. Okay, so let's talk about this. This has a center line, and so, well, like especially with a star, it's such a recognizable shape. You really get the star pretty fast. On this one, we've got 4 lines of design. This one only has the one. So you get the heart. This actually looks like a little village. Oh my gosh, that would be really fun to make. Oh, you know what it could be? It could be a village on a pond. There, we could do it like this. Only it would flip up like that. So it could be a village across the sky with a pond. Let me do this really fast for you. Remember, we flip it over. And you know, I was thinking with these, flip it over. See, the reason why is that, here, let me do it like this. This is not a perfect rectangle. So if I turn it like this, I think you can see that it makes it wonky. So we have to be really careful when we cut it, that when we put it in place, this is an architecturally diverse village. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm making my hands work. So I won't even glue this in because I don't want this video to get too dark. Okay, now the question is, can you even see this? Because the lights and the darks. There, you can kind of see it. That'd be so fun. So on this side, you could actually draw in little windows. But you know what else you could do? You see the mark that is made by this? This is a regular punch, but it makes a little rectangular shape. So I got to thinking while I was making some of the others. That you could use punches like on flowers. So see, doesn't that look like windows in the apartment building? Okay, so we're having a lot of fun here. There are very likely absolutely no lengths to which we would not, I was going to say stoop, but that's ridiculous, to which we could not go. We could add in, yes, you could glue or sew on buttons and feathers and just any number of adornments. You could add little ribbons or little tufts and tassels made out of yarn and floss. You could add metallic papers. Yeah, we could keep on going for an extremely long time with this process. But hey, we all need to be entertained somehow. I was thinking about being happy, and then I got to thinking that I'd gotten myself a couple of videos ahead, and so I hadn't been making videos for you all in a while, and I was thinking I really enjoy being with you in this way, and that I would be a happier person if I was making videos again. So I thought I would do this. So here I am. And I wish for all of us lots of happiness and lots of art and yeah, a lot of joy and endless imagination and yeah, may we all enjoy our lives. So much joy. My hands runneth over with blessing diamonds to wish to you. Yeah, I guess I've missed you. So, happiness to us all. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Bye.